it was. You know who it is. And you tuned in with Priceless Knowledge Yourself. And I came to bring you a little more cosmic insight. And since it's Sagittarius season, and we got all this beautiful Jupiter energy in the air, I figured I'd bring y'all a little quick something on what it means to have Jupiter and Pisces in your natal chart. And you already know why. It's because I got Jupiter and Pisces in my natal chart. Before I even go there, I'm going to give y'all a little bit as to what Jupiter is in astrology. And as I always do, I'm going to give y'all a little bit on the meaning of the sign Pisces in astrology. So, that being said, look at this shit cracking up. Jupiter is the planet of luck. And I like to refer to it as the thinking man's planet. It rules higher learning. And it gives us a yin for exploring new ideas, both intellectually and spiritually. Jupiter rules the sign of Sagittarius in the 9th house of the zodiac chart, and to a lesser degree, the sign of Pisces in the 12th house of the zodiac chart. Intellectually speaking, Jupiter helps us in formulating our ideology. And in a more spiritual sense, Jupiter lords over religion, philosophy, theology, and moral and ethical values. This planet concerns itself with long distance travel, and wherever it's at, it's going to bring a sense of optimism. Luck and good fortune are going to show up wherever Jupiter is in your chart. It's going to help you out in whatever house or sign it's in. And whatever sign it's in, it's really going to expand those qualities and put them on display. It's going to intensify the traits of this sign, It's really the most kind and benevolent energy in the zodiac. But, when at the same time, when you're dealing with Jupiter and it making things easier and giving you luck with qualities that you already have, you got to be careful of having overindulgence or getting complacent or feeling overconfident, because you still got to put the work in wherever it is with anything. And so wherever you have Jupiter, man, it's going to make you do it big. And it takes about 12 years to traverse the whole zodiac with Jupiter. So, and it's masculine energy. So, what is the sign of Pisces? Pisces is the 12th sign of the zodiac. It rules the 12th house. Its symbol is the two fishes. It's co-ruled by both Jupiter and Neptune. And it rules over the feet and liver. The mantra for Pisces with me is, I believe. What we have here is mutable water. And what you always got to remember, like I said, when dealing with Pisces energy, is that it can embody any of the characteristics of the 11 signs that came before it. It is the chameleon energy of the zodiac. And with Pisces, it kind of keeps that on the cool. Pisces is very internal energy. This is selfless, spiritual, compassionate, empathic intuition. The sign of Pisces is about our inner journey. This energy is really all about what we're feeling internally, as well as taking on what others are feeling internally. Pisces is the sign of fantasies and dreams and of the spiritual realm. Pisces is about the other side. And as I said last time, when you're dealing with Pisces, what you got is the main line to the divine, wherever it is. So, when you're born with Jupiter and Pisces in your natal chart, you kind of view life through rose-colored shades, because you really do know deep down it's going to be okay and you can handle it. First and foremost, Pisces is intuitive and empathic energy. So Jupiter is going to come through and intensify that. This is the most psychic position we have. These people use their intuition to manipulate through life. Your intuition leads you to be a healer 9 times out of 10 every time, though, when you got Jupiter and Pisces. And you're not always great with that because you had other plans. When you have Jupiter and Pisces, you kind of come to this realization that you're not meant to be King Arthur. You're Merlin. That's magical, though. And so Jupiter is really going to expand and super intensify that empathic sensory that comes with Pisces. And sometimes it can get too much. So you already know with Pisces energy, it can be stuck with escapism. And it's no worse here. This can make it even worse. When you have Jupiter and Pisces, you probably didn't have to deal with some addictions in your life of whatever. Doesn't have to be drugs and alcohol. It could be food. It could be sex. It could be any bullshit, And, with Jupiter and Pisces, because Jupiter's about expanding things and blowing away boundaries. So when you got Jupiter in Pisces, like I do, you really got to learn to establish some boundaries in this life. And you're going to have to take time away each day to kind of cleanse your energy field. This energy for me is inextricably linked to those of us that be doing too much. These natives like myself will always kind of be the hedonists of the zodiac. We're going to look to have a good time and enjoy ourselves doing all kinds of things. All kinds of things. You are expansive in that as well. And your imagination is something that could be made real with Jupiter's influence, you know. Jupiter intensifies and magnifies all things. And when you have it in Pisces, you are a psychic. You know what's going on. You were born awake. You know, people that have Jupiter and Pisces, they're kind of hopeless romantics, and they'll relentlessly search for that one their whole life, and they might die without finding it. And some of them do. And that's beautiful. But, you know, it's a hell of a life. Jupiter in Pisces, is fascinated with the human mind. And, you know, they make amazing yoga instructors, gurus, astrologers or astrologists, hypnotherapists, musicians, dancers, psychologists, pastors, counselors, you know, drug counselors. These people are superbly creative, but they only get their luck from utilizing their gifts to help others and showing compassion. You know, Pisces is about helping everyone. Pisces is about love. You know, it's all about love, but Pisces is love. Love that comes straight from the divine, you know. Remember that Jupiter is empowered and at home here. And these traits are really going to be blown up in each individual. I also want to say that with females, a woman's Jupiter sign can usually point to her husband's moon sign. And that's just a little cheat for y'all. And, you know, these people that have Jupiter and Pisces, like myself, they are made to support others and help them through their most tumultuous times in their life. They're built to help you because they've been through the worst. And yes, Jupiter's influence has helped them through these things and to swim through the murky waters. But, hey, you better take the help when you can get it. You know, Jupiter in Pisces comes with an inherent level of spiritual and emotional understanding that can be difficult to explain to other people from a very early age. I guarantee if you have Jupiter in Pisces, with that being blown up, you have had spiritual experiences in this life, you know, and that ain't always easy to deal with, which is something else that might lead to escapist behaviors. And, you know, people that are born with Jupiter in Pisces, they really think with their heart and not their head most of the time. They can be over emotional. The need to get away is kind of blown up here too. Even if they're so courageous, they're not going to be too confrontational. Jupiter in Pisces natives need to help and will only flourish when they accept that they are not King Arthur. They are Merlin. These are extremely spiritual and deep, and their knowledge of the occult and the spiritual realm is unmatched. Their psychic ability is unmatched. It's more than any sign. But I'm going to tell y'all this, like Uncle Ben told Spider-Man, and I ain't talking about no rice. With great power comes great responsibility. You can't get complacent in this life. You know, when you receive this knowledge with this energy, or you have this inherent knowledge, it's up to you to go spread it. It's up to you to take this love and compassion that has been blown up with you and give it to the world. Hey, if you don't use it, you might lose it. And yes, there's some negative qualities that come along with this. Yes, it can make you too idealistic. Yes, it can make you stuck in your own belief system or want to project that onto others. But hey, man, no matter what negative traits you have in any sign, just because you built with those don't mean you got to build with those. Just because you built like that don't mean you got to build like that. Hey, just build some priceless knowledge yourself, man. If you're fooling with me, you know what to do. No matter where you have Jupiter that brings luck to, do not get complacent. You got to keep growing. You got to keep searching for truth. And once you find your truth, you have to speak it. You're not crazy, man. Hey, I thank everybody for the support. Please, if you're interested in the astrological readings, you can either hit me up in the comments below or email me at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. Hey, I love all y'all. Keep it real.